Alright. Why am I starting this off with a cough? I do not like this. But whatever. We're going anyways. As my dog sits here in front of me, who has just gotten a half hour of my attention prior to, and I half remember what I was doing. Alright, we're getting to Failure 25. That's great. Now I remember. Why are you looking at me like that, buddy? Alright, I guess you just wanted my toe hurt my toe. I hope everyone's doing good today. I gotta take my dog. Stop doing your face, you gotta pipe with me. Gotta take my dog tomorrow to go get a. What do they call it? A shedding? Shed bath? Something like that. Because they were saying he's shedding a lot still. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I got my. He's gonna get cleaned up for us. Look at stuff. I want to get the eyebrow you. But you keep putting your head down, so I can't. Oh, glare, damn it. But you know, I gotta take him tomorrow to go get looked at. I can't give you belly rubs. I'm doing something over. I'm sorry. We're also gonna kick the shit out of this second right now. But yeah, I gotta take him tomorrow, so I figured I can try to come on today for a little bit since my Xbox buddy is busy right now. He's doing Warframe stuff. But I'm not giving you belly rubs right now. I'm not giving you belly rubs. You greedy bitch. It's past a minute in the video, I can call you that. And it's exactly what he is doing. He's being greedy. For all y'all in the future, if you want belly rubs, don't be greedy about it. That's just a life lesson. But, yeah, so I got that going on tomorrow. And then I'm contemplating taking a half day for Friday. Oh, you know what? I also just remembered that I got my freaking sister coming over on Friday, but I don't remember when. So probably won't be on Friday. So I'm trying to think if I'm wanting to be here tomorrow, but it's also going to depend on what my other buddy's doing. And we're gonna pound that, and then after this, I am going to go. No, you need to actually hit. No, okay, that's not how you hit. Give them the old 1-2. You've already kicked them, now pound them. That's the way it goes. And only need one level up. Oh, the way your number to look, fella. Ow. Oh yeah. Easy W against that. Oh great, if I can get to the parafusion. Which I'm gonna bet I can. Oh no. That's not how you do it. Oh criminy. Really? Aww. So now, oh my gosh, I have to deal with flinches. Let's see, I gotta deal with flinches, confusion, paralysis, and the accuracy of the kick. Goodness fucking gracious. I think I can do it though. I have belief in you for fairy. Mighty. Yeah, look at it. Breaking through all those barriers and getting your shit done. Add up. Add them on. Man, they give out shit money at the beginning of this. But I think I'm also used to, I'll have times where I'll either start the game like, no, not going up there. I'll start the game where I'll either bring over a lucky egg or a, what's it called? Amulet coin. Because it depends on usually what it is I'm wanting to go for. Am I going for money or experience? Buddy, why are you chewing yourself like that? I hope that's from an itch. That better not be from freaking... Better not have got yourself fleas when you were at the park last. I didn't see anything on him, but he's also got super thick fur, so I probably wouldn't even be able to notice it. Well, he doesn't do it like consistently, like he's not doing it all the time. But I mean, if he ends up having something, I'll probably end up having to get a brush and get a bath. But if he also has it, That's probably going to be a mixture of I will probably not be able to take them apart because I don't want to put it plugged in. And then we'll also have to leave on the house. Make sure it would be a first stop for everything because we haven't had to do that here yet. But that's also because the last pet we had was a cat. And he was not an indoor outdoor cat, he was strictly indoors. Even though she found him outside. I think I had them yeah, wiggy wiggy. And then bitch ass bowl. And we are going to pound you again. I was gonna say, wait, did I miss? No, this thing is just faster than me, and it's hypnosis mess, because I know exactly what it was doing. Oh, I pulled away. Oh, it made me feel bad. Because I won't give him belly scratches, but I can understand that. I mean, I am ready for... Oh, that's a cold one. I am ready for it to be Friday. I do not know about y'all. Oh, and you know what? I think this will also be... I think this will also be one of the first Fridays, or the first days where I might be a little bit high around one of my, around the nephews. But it's also because we have stuff planned for Saturday. Saturday I will not... Well, actually no, I'll be available. Well, actually no, I wouldn't. I was going to say I'll be available Saturday morning. I'm going to have my family over, or I'm going to have a family member over that's not the wife, which means I will not be free. And we're also going to hit you with Mega Kick, and I'm going to hope that does decent damage. We're going to see. That's not bad. And I'm going to guess that was Supersonic and it missed, and I'm glad that those two hit, which is a dead Magnemite, and you lost to a normal type. Be sad. But yeah, I'm wondering, for y'all that are hanging around, y'all got any fun weekend plans? I have to go to a high school graduation, but she also didn't just graduate from high school, she went to one of those, they call it technical high schools, where like you can go to the high school, but then you also go to like another school, or it's like you go to like a college or something, where they teach you, where you come out of having some kind of certification, which either gives you like a start to something, or you pretty much end up being licensed so that wherever you end up going afterwards. I think that's Metronome. I'll be okay with having Metronome over Growl, which I'm pretty sure that's Growl, so I'll get rid of that. And actually, that's Metronome, and we have one more. Yeah, I'm gonna fiddle around. We're gonna use Metronome. We're gonna use Metronome like. Oh, that's not Metronome, is it? Oh, it's Defense Curl. Oh, you know what? Actually, that would have been. That's better than Growl. We're not gonna win against you. I think Ivysaur is my best bet, and I'm going to take a sip of water because I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I feel very scratchy right now. No, not less scratchy there. Less scratchy now? I have no problem. I sound like an old smoker, but I only smoked for like a year, and it was years ago. So that doesn't make any sense. Why would I sound like this? I don't like it. I wonder if it's also maybe... No, I wouldn't. I was going to say maybe it's because I'm accidentally inhaling some of my doggo's hair, but I brushed him outside earlier, so he shouldn't shed as bad as he would usually. So yeah, I mean, like the rest of my freaking week is somewhat booked, but the stuff that I have to do tomorrow, actually I would be there at this time tomorrow. And everybody also always knows that you never go somewhere on time, because on time is late. So I'll probably end up getting there tomorrow sometime like 10 minutes before I have to go and get him his little bath. But I'll also have to try to brush him a little bit, because I don't want them to have to do like too much. But then you also have to wonder, like, at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, that's kind of what you got him going there for, so do you want to do the extra work? And it's like, I don't know, probably. I'm actually, you know what, I'm gonna actually use Kadabra, because I was gonna try to, what do you call it? I was gonna try to actually get Ivysaur leveled up here, but I think it might be a little bit better to have Kadabra doing it, just because I'll be able to level up Ivysaur a little bit better in the SSN, and then take the hits a little bit better in Lieutenant Surge's gym. And I need to make sure that my phone's ringer's turned on, because we don't need to hear my ringer going off all the time. And I was also super annoyed the last, like, last 3 days. The last 3 days I have not actually been waking up to my alarm, but that's because I looked at, like, I don't know how it happened either, but my alarm's volume was set to, like, the lowest that it could be. So that, and then I've been, for some reason this week, I was not putting it next to my head where I usually have it. I was having it on the nightstand next to me. So for the last 3 mornings I haven't heard it, but I was waking up consistently at the same time every day. Waking up an hour after I usually wake up. So that was, oh, I already battled you. I get a thing, and then I get to battle this guy. And, so yeah, like, I mean, like, I was always on time. I always get to work significantly earlier because I like to eat at work. But yeah, the last 3 freaking mornings I have been missing my alarm, and it's annoying as shit. And the first day I did it, I like woke up, looked at what time it was, and I was like, oh. For some reason I only looked at the minute time, and I was like, oh, it's 40, we're good. Okay, so I like kind of looked on Facebook for like 2-3 minutes, and then for some reason I like looked at the time again because I was like, oh, how long have I looked at it? And then I noticed instead of it saying 4:50, it was 5:50. And I just kind of looked at my phone for a second, and I was like, shit, I thought it was 4. And I immediately hopped out of bed, which actually scared my wife a little bit. She was like, shit, what happened? And I was like, no, I'm stupid. I didn't realize what time it was. Also, what move is that? Learn sick. I need to see Fire Red Leaf Green. We are at 23. Reflect? Better than freaking Disable. So we're gonna go Reflect for that, which I do not remember what space that was. So I'm gonna have to remember which space that was in, because I actually will probably end up using Reflect a little more often than I would think I would, so okay, so that one's still, so number 2, that's Teleport. Thief, and then bottom right, I do want to move it. I want that to be there, so top right is Reflect, Psybeam, Thief is bottom left, so 2 left sides are attacking moves, right side is, I guess, technically defensive moves. And the top one is Reflect, so gotta try to remember that for Kadabra. And then, I know this guy also has Magnemite. Oh no, this guy I think has more Voltorbs than anything. At least I think so. I don't know, we'll find out. Don't ever go based off of memory. Oh, he's just got the Magnemite. Oh, is it the guy that's above? Probably the guy above. So, Thief, Psybeam, Reflect, Teleport. Teleport does not do anything in this gen for people who did not know that. I'm going to go Psybeam because it's going to be Stab, slightly stronger, so it's going to be better than trying to use Thief. Plus, I also don't think that there's any trainers that really have any items that's really worth stealing throughout the main story. That's not... Actually, I was going to say that's a gym leader, but I think really like the only mons that really carry anything are the Snorlaxes that you find in those static encounters on the east and west sides. West sides. I was also watching South Park compilations right before doing this, so I kind of have some like South Park shit in my head. And like just saying the east and west side just reminded me of Cartman when he thought he was black and he was doing that whole thing where he was trying to act like it. And it was absolutely hilarious. At least to me. And everybody probably back then watching it too. I'm also having to right now, since I am trying to eat a little bit, I'm having to do that thing where like if your dog's doing something you don't want them to do, you have to ignore them so they know not to do it. Because right now he's watching me eat this thing. And sometimes I'll like give him a little bit of it, but I don't want him to get used to the idea that, oh, if he's gonna beg for it, he'll get it. Because I'm trying to be good about that. Plus also people food has been messing with his stomach and I'm not in the mood to have to really deal with that. Also I think he when I was outside there was certain grass he tried eating. He didn't try to eat the grass in our yard. But we have some grass growing in a spot in, that's like right outside our back door. We have a little area that's got some rocks in it. He was trying to eat the grass there, so I don't know what the difference was in it. But he tried eating it, and I know typically people say that, because I think dogs don't just necessarily vomit for no reason. So sometimes they'll eat grass on purpose to induce it. So I'm hoping he's not having any issues right now, but if he is, I'll have to keep an eye on him. But, who knows? You know, we're going to use another side bead. Oh, he's getting all pouty because I'm not sharing my stuff. He doesn't know I'm talking about him because he doesn't speak people language. I don't remember what this item is. And I think did I battle this kid? I did not. Sorry, I'm responding to my wife about something because she's talking about how this Saturday she wants to try to clean. Oh shucks, I think I have to actually go pick up my sister too. Forgot about that. Let's see how much Thief does to this Rattata. Oh sweet, I knocked it out. Well, welcome back, Lugia. Hope you're having a decent day. I won't say great day because I think that's having too high of an expectation. I hope your day's at least decent. Nothing wrong? Yeah, that means nothing's wrong going on. But you know what? If it's going great, that's even better. And it's going higher than my expectations, which would be fantastic. And we are not gonna try to use Thief on you. We're gonna side beat you. I want Eradicate. Because I know Thief is not knocking you out. Okay. Decent, yes. Good, no. Okay. Yep. Always gotta keep your expectations low so you're never disappointed. That's Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. So young, but so wise beyond his years. And then also, that was the only thing he ever did acting-wise, and then he fell off the face of the earth. And by fell off the face of the earth, I mean he stopped trying to be in the limelight. But I think he knew what he was doing. He did his stuff, and then, you know, he did his stuff, did really good, and then he got out. I'd say he ended it on a high note. But there's not too many people who end up actually, like, leaving at a good time, too, when it comes to, like, their careers. They always end up waiting until shit takes just, like, the worst turn, and they go, I think now I'll try to, like, get out of it, but then they never do. So we girl, let me just stay out of my way. So we battled everybody that was over that way. I think I got both hidden items over. Actually, you know what? I know I got the one Pokeball, but I do not know if I got the other hidden item. For some reason, I have the sneaking suspicion I do not. And I'm also okay with doing the extra steps, because that means okay, so I did get that. That means Paris, which I have currently in the daycare right now, is getting extra experience, which means he'll get all the levels. And, you know, we're actually doing well enough, and there's a place to heal. We're gonna go to the SSN, which you can run to, and I love that in the original games, not in this area, but in the other lower area, you go down and there's items in the trash cans, and then there's the great ball that's out to the bottom left. But in this one, they changed it to where the great ball is down at the bottom left, and in all the trash cans, there's berries in it. Very relatively useful berries that I don't remember what they are, and I can't read, so I won't know what they are until I look at them in the pictures. With me, low is probably a good thing due to those issues. Yeah. Low's not good if you're diabetic, though. I don't know what movie this is. Oh, is that the cover? Isn't the cover at freaking 25? Oh, wow, okay. I kind of want to keep teleport, but at the same time, I never remember teleport, but I'd be okay with having recover for a little while. I don't know if I'd actually end up truly utilizing it, but it'd be nice to have it. And now we are going to get Ivysaur absolutely jacked. I also don't know what mon I want to use next. I still have 3 more slots. I kind of don't want to use Dodrio because I've already used Dodrio so many times before. But there's not another... Oh, you know what? I did talk about using the Spearow, which I could still catch just in the area outside of this place. I also don't know if I really want to, because I've used it so often, but I always look at, like, by the end of it, I always look at its stats and I kind of wish that it was a little bit more. But I know it's still better than Pidgeot by, like, a good mile. Especially just when it comes to, like, the moves department. Like, the best move that Pidgeot really gets is Fly, if you're wanting power. And the issue you really have with that is, the multiple turns, and if you use Fearow, and even Doduo and Dodrio, they get Drill Peck, which is significantly better. But I also think that they kind of knew to do that, because Pidgey is kind of like that mon you could just sometimes get at the beginning, and you're like, I don't care if you're good or bad, I just have you. And then probably ends up getting ditched early on. But I'm also the kind of guy who also played the game with just a Pidgeot, and I think by the time I ended the game it was at like level 84, and Return really helped. Return really helped. That's the proper way to say that. Okay, so yeah, recovered. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull up the chart for some of these mons to have what they learn throughout. Just because there's like some things I can kind of figure out just based off the numbers, but other times I will not. Also, there I have to say he's a spinner. Just got TM44 rest. I will not be using that, but when I bring these mons up to my Gen 4 games, I will definitely utilize that TM there. I think it would still be beneficial to use Tackle. See how much damage it does, I'll compare. Oh, Supersonic, so... And shucks, for anybody that's hanging out here right now, and for those in the future, I'd like it if you left me some feedback, whether it's like a thumb or a comment or something else. Do what you want. I'm down for anything. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Sadly, they don't have a thumbs middle. That'd be pretty neat if they had a thumbs middle. Maybe they will at some point. And if you leave a comment, well, just freaking say whatever it is you want. Unless it's, like, really bad, then don't do that. You know, nobody wants bad stuff. I also don't know if, like, if YouTube has a way where it's, like, if you... Like, there's, like, some stuff where, like, if you write in, like, certain inappropriate things, it'll, like, they'll censor it out using, like, X's or whatever. But I feel like YouTube, if you were to put up something that's, like, incredibly inappropriate or whatever, I feel like it just wouldn't, like, it'd just straight up be like, no, you can't post that, like, what are you doing? I have no idea, and I am not going to try to test those waters. But then again, YouTube also somehow lets freaking loose the bots and the spam channels that are just literally pictures of, you know, like, clearly pictures they, like, pulled off Google or whatever, of women dressed inappropriately, and having that be their channel picture so that it makes people click on it, which is bad. Hello, sailor that immediately wants to do something with me as soon as I walk in the room, not giving me a chance to even respond to anything.
swing down. Also, I just heard that when I did that swing that I did like the teeth whistle thing. I did not do that on purpose. That just happens. It was way worse when I was younger. Does not happen that much anymore though. But when it does come out, people are just kind of like, did you just? And I'm like, yes, I just did that. That's we'll just keep going past that.
No need to bring it up.
Is that? Yeah, is that? I think. Oh yeah, recover because now it's future sight. Not learning it roleplay. I actually might teach it that because I actually don't even know what. I don't even know what Kadabra's ability is right now. Or actually, yeah. No, because it's gonna be synchronized. Because it doesn't get, sadly it does not get trace. I think if it would have gotten trace, I think that would have been a little bit too, I think that would have been a little bit too OP for a Kadabra to have. Can you imagine freaking, can you imagine going out to trace and it has freaking speed boost for one regard? That'd just be insane. Hilariously insane. Yeah, then Psychic at 36, and then Trick at 43. So I think the rest of the moves that I'll end up getting Kadabra probably, other than at 36 Psychic, the other moves I'll end up getting it are probably going to all be TMs. And I also do it, because and this is a Kadabra that I'm not going to like use, this is going to be like strictly just for like Masuda method stuff, because I have a Alakazam in my Emerald that has the elemental punches and psychic. I think I got rid of one of the punches for like recover or reflect, just to kind of help it out a little bit, which I do like it. It's one of my favorite ones because I think it's also like one of the only ones that I bred for that specifically. And we'll keep out Ivysaur. And I'm just trying to think of like what other mons that I want to use, because I also need I need a water type. I almost want to use Tentacool for the water type, but I also don't want to, just because I will not get Sludge Bomb in the main story, and the only time that I would get it in the main story in a Gen 3 game is going to be Emerald, which I do actually love using Tentacool in Emerald. It's so nice. Yeah, but I don't think I'd use it in this game, just because the only poison move you would even use for it is Poison Sting. Or actually, no, it gets Acid. But I don't want to use Acid, like, one, in real life, because Acid sounds absolutely terrifying at times. Also, it's such a weak move. But, I mean, having the defense drop is nice. But it's also an occasional defense drop, and it's still not, like, crazy useful.
This is Mega only, yeah.
Oh yeah, it doesn't get synchronized. Why do I think it got synchronized for some reason? Does it get synchronized in another game, or am I just like pulling that out of my ass? Probably am. What's another? I'm trying to think of like what is another mon I really would want to use, but I also. Oh wait, hold on. No, I don't want to go down yet. I'm gonna need to go through 2 rooms. Okay, no, so I just got through this room, so I need to go through this one. Which I think there's just an item in this one. I don't think there's trainers. Yeah, this just gives you a super potion from this guy. And he talks about how his Machoke is able to push out boulders and stuff. Which we don't care because we can't read that. And then there's a trainer in that room, but in this one is the lady that heals you. Thank you for letting me use your bed to rest, ma'am. And then I think, is there a gentleman in this room? Yeah. I think he talks about traveling with his Pokemon. I think this guy has a ponytail and a Growlithe. Ooh, I might be right. And I'm only a little bit proud of myself for that. Yeah, we're gonna use Razor Leaf because right now we got attack drop. Oh, it is synchronized. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I had a day today. I can't remember. I also don't remember everything super well. I mean, because I also, like, Kadabra is one of those mons that, just because of how good it is, I try not using it too often just because it's one of those mons where it feels like it's just kind of like, use this mon to win button. Oh, this isn't the guy who has the ponytail and Growlithe, because the guy who has that calls you an insolent pup. And this guy does not call you an insolent pup, I believe. Unless for some reason the text is 2 of them in the Japanese version and in the American it's 1. But I don't know. And that's a dead and gone Growlithe. Bye. Ooh, so close. 1296. That's some okay monies right there. And then I don't need to heal. Insolent Pop Guy. Hello. But I think he actually calls you something else. Or maybe I'm thinking of the remakes. I don't think he calls you... I don't know. I know there's, in one of the remakes, there's like a line that ends up getting changed that somebody, when they talk to you, because I think they take away the fact that they like insult you or call you a name. Because people don't like it when they get called names. Well, apparently. Kind of like how in one of the versions of Animal Crossing, whenever you quit the game without saving, you have, I can never remember his name, but Mr. Mole Man, he ends up yelling at you because you quit the game when you weren't supposed to, and you didn't save, and that's going to make you lose stuff, and apparently it made people really sad. And yeah, and I think like the American version ended up having to like have a warning, and then in like a later version they're just like, you have the option to like just turn it off, so if you do it he doesn't berate you. But I think he still just goes, hey, you did this and I wish you didn't. I didn't need to do that twice in a row. That was supposed to be what's it called? Razor Leaf, that's what I wanted to do. My bad. Nice, good job, Razor Leaf. Thank you for that. That would have been nice if it was there, but it wasn't. But that's fine. As long as it's hitting, I'm happy. And I can't get poisoned, so... Did I miss tackle? That was sad. That was hella sad. Missed a fucking tackle. But I'm still coming out of this with more HP, so that's, I guess, fine, but I also can heal, like, immediately, so it's not too much of a concern with that. Also, I love that the gentlemen give you so much money. I was also wondering if there was an item in that. Oh, and this is the girl that asks you. She says, I think she says, waiter, I'd like a cherry pie or something. Even though I don't think I'm a waiter. I'm just a dude. Oh, and there's Brick Break down there. And I'm contemplating teaching Brick Break. Or actually, no, I'm gonna save Brick Break. So I think I was contemplating wanting to use Hitmonlee, and I think I'm gonna use it. I think I like Hitmonlee. It's super nice. Played this game a million times actually. I think I remember reading it as a kid, and I was like, one, I think I didn't know what insolent means, and then the fact that it was like a pup, and I was like, oh, I mean, okay, but the fact that the stuff that follows after it, I guess, is kind of in an upsetting demeanor. I guess that is bad. So cool. I guess insult, yeah. Still don't know what the fuck insolent pup even like. Oh, you know what? I can look up what insolent means, because I have a phone. And everything can tell us whatever you want now. And plus also, I think insolent, showing a rude and arrogant lack of respect. See, and it's so weird that there's like villains in like movies and stuff where they like call people insolent fools or something, and it's like, well, I mean, are you calling me insolent because I'm being rude, or is it disrespectful? And if that's the case also, I mean, am I supposed to be respectful when I'm like trying to take somebody down and they're also being a dick? Like, how does that work? I have no idea. But, I mean, I think they just write it in there because they want to have multiple syllable words when they are talking to somebody to make them sound more intelligent. Or at least that's where my mind goes with it. But kind of like how in SpongeBob, like, when you want to sound smart, you be loud, right? Correct. People won't like to try to use bigger, longer words to make themselves feel smart, especially if they use it in the wrong context. Always good to have that happen. And move over and actually use Razor Leaf and not Leaf Seed again. Ooh, delightful crit. Bye, Nidoran female. Good job, me. And then we got that battle going. And then I'm gonna go and heal just because I think I'm at a point where I don't want to. No, wrong one. That was one off. There we go. And then whatever. Yes, please heal me up. Much obliged.
Let's be honest. NPCs in games.
Oh yeah, dude. Especially Platinum actually does a really good job of having like good dialogue in this. Also, this fella, I don't know what the point. I don't necessarily. Oh, I know. This guy just talks about his travels, but no, there's a gentleman that's in the next row of rooms. I don't know why he shows you like the Snorlax to put in your decks, because no matter what, to finish the game, you have to go against one of those Snorlax. So that doesn't. It never made sense to me to do that. Whereas like they do it in later games where they like show you a mon to help add it to your decks. Where they do that with the first time that it ever happens is after this game is Manaphy to show you a mon that you'll never see but is still part of the decks to help get the completion so you can actually complete or do the second half of the game after the main story. But yeah, they do like that with Manaphy, and then they do it again in Gen 5 with Reshiram and Zekrom. So that, because you're playing a version exclusive thing, and you're not going to be able to see both, but hey, just to kind of not have to be like, oh, we have to make sure that this is programmed specifically in white, and this one's specifically done in, or actually it's the sequels, done in this one, and then this one's done in that one. If they just do both, you don't have to worry about it. So there's already so many other things we're programming in it, why add that to the confusion? Ooh, almost knocked you out, but I'll just use Tackle and we'll finish you off. Yeah, and I mean, sure, even like NPC dialogue with that guy that, is this battle over? Sweet. Like the guy that you talk to that's like right here, he just talks about how he's swapping the deck, and he literally is just walking back and forth. That's silly. Right? I think so. But it's also weird too because I guess for like the kind of ship that this is, like yeah, they actually would clean it off. But like from the ships that I were on, but I was also on what do you call it? Aircraft carriers. So like the decks of those, you're not able to really like you can't mop them or anything because of the material that covers it. Which, by the way, if you fall on that ship, it will fuck your hands up, and it hurts so badly. Which is also why whenever you're up on top, it doesn't matter like what you're doing. Typically, they will tell you that there's a set of gloves you have to wear, and then also some other stuff too. But then you're like, why do I need to wear the gloves? Well, it's because when that shit starts rocking and you accidentally fall down, they don't want you to have to jack your hands up, and then you get all like an infection and your hands are all gross and jacked up. Yeah, this guy I think shows you the Snorlax. And I don't know why. I think it shows in the decks. We're just gonna go to the whole thing. And I think Snorlax is also like one of the last ones that you see. Yeah, so like it shows you there, but like, why does he do that? Because you have to see one no matter what to get to one of the areas later on. Never made sense to me, but that's where we are when it comes to this shit. I don't know, said. And I was like, I know in Gen 2 for sure they did it. I think in this game they also may have had it, and I wonder if they removed it, but like, the whole like fisherman with that cigarette in his mouth thing, I think that was like an unnecessary change, because I mean, shoot, how many people do we know that when they go fishing, they're probably having a little smoky smoke? Nothing wrong with that. Wait, I'll tell you what to do when you're relaxing. You shouldn't tell somebody else what to do when they're out relaxing, having a good time outside. I mean, unless it's like you've got like people next to you. I mean, well, then again, also like If you're that kind of guy that, like, when you go out fishing, if you see that somebody is there and you try to get all close to them and shit, that's just rude. Don't do that. You go out fishing somewhere, if somebody's, like, at a spot you might usually go to, just need either wait for them to go or, you know, just go, like, farther away. Don't be that guy to just be like, well, I usually fish here, so I guess we're fishing buddies. Like, no, nobody appreciates that. Don't be that guy. Nobody will like you like that. Or nobody will like you because of that. What time is it? 7:04? I'll be on here for a little while longer. I mean, at least another 20 minutes. I know yesterday I kind of cut it short, but yesterday also, I think yesterday was one of those where I had something to do, and also I was not feeling 110%. Oh, you know what? I was about to say, like, why did I get so much special defense there? I got all that special defense because all the tentacle I was fighting, giving me those sweet special defense IVs. And you know what? I actually think, let's go back out to Clefairy. And yeah, I think I'll at least have Hitmonlee be one of my other mons. And I'll save Break. You know what? Actually, no. I can buy Break. And I do have a Brave Clefairy. Let me check out. I'm wondering if... No, I think I'll keep... Because I think I'll end the game with Return. But I want Mega Kick. I don't know, part of me kind of wants to keep Mega Kick on it. But like if I did it, I think it'd be like Mega Kick, Sing, Dream Eater, because I do want to teach it Dream Eater. As soon as I have cut, I can go back to, it's not Pewter. What's the first one you go to? Whatever. Go to the first town that's past, our home one. And I can immediately teach this thing Dream Eater. And I'm wondering if I want to have it, have Break in the end. Or maybe like a special move, like Thunder, no, nothing, Fire Blast. I don't want to go Fire Blast a little bit just to help cover a weakness that's also stronger than Break. And then I also don't have to worry about buying Break later on. And we're gonna kick you in. Oh, yeah, we're not kicking you in the face yet. Ooh, they are scared. Looking at me all like that. I need you to land a damn hit. Nice. Barely. Got it. And then I think you have another one. Oh, that's the ponytail. Oh, is it on the second floor? I thought it was on the first floor for some reason. Man, maybe for a fire top I can wait until, you know, almost the last gym to get a freaking ponytail. What is it? This is Fire Red. Ooh, you know what? Fire Red actually gives you a Growlithe. I don't think I mind using a Growlithe. What are your... Oh, you're actually fine. I can do another battle using you. I kind of wonder... I think I want to use Growlithe. The only issue you kind of have with Growlithe is you have to wait until... Gosh, what level is it that learns, Flamethrower? Because you never... I don't think you actually... You'd have to buy Flamethrower from the game corner. Let's see. Gently. There we go. And I'm also going to Mega Kick you in the face. Wait, hold on. Level 49 for Flamethrower on Growlithe. Good fucking god. That's too damn high. Oh wow, Pound really was able to... Oh, alright. See, that's why Clefairy should have been the mascot instead of Pikachu. Look at that, a one-on-one. Look who won. I came out the victor. And I'm also gonna go heal. Because I want all my Mega Kicks. I also did not count how many doors down I was, so I'm gonna have to, like, sort of guess once we get closer to the end like that. Yep, you're gonna heal me. And then we're gonna go back. And we gotta go back all the way up. Yeah, I want to say, like, oh yeah, and I actually still have, this room I need to go in now? These are the zones or anything. And I think this is the room that I was checking if it has the guy and the girl. Yes, then. So I think the last room also has nothing. Not even like a hidden item or something, so that was a bummer, but whatever. We got that done, but that also means that my team is fully healed. And we are about to kill Gary's Redicate, so that'll be fun. Get ready to do that right now. Gonna beat this guy. But yeah, I'm wondering, so if I know I'm gonna use Hitmonlee, what are the other mons I want to use? I also kind of wish for this battle if I could have, what's it called? X accuracy, that's what it is. I would have liked that X accuracy for this battle. Come on, land on the first try. Thank you, Mega Kick. And that was not even a question, that was a dead bird. I want to say I can probably get this to 28 before we have to leave this city. And I think I also can use, actually I can use Cut right now and I can have Dream Eater for Lieutenant Surge. I don't think it would really be useful, so I'm not going to really take the time to go all the way back to get it. But I will definitely end up going to teach it, I'll teach it when we have to go back later. You know, I actually was thinking about using Pound this turn, and for some reason I didn't. I went against my own, and I won't be using Mega Kick even if I come back, because my accuracy is... I think that's sharply lowered. I don't remember if it's just lowered or not. Am I already... Yep, I was going to say, am I already disabled? And as soon as I do that, then I get undone. And I don't have another attacking move, so now I get to deal with the inaccuracy of Mega... Alright, never mind. I was going to say I have to deal with the inaccuracies of Mega Kick while also having my accuracy lowered, but apparently we're going to get that first fucking try. So that was nice. I'm a little surprised that my attack went up as high as that did that one, because I'm fighting a cadaver here. I'm gonna try Mega Kick again. Metal Claw, really? Yeah, remember it would have probably been the better move. How is it that I have the accuracy drop and I am landing it more now than I did earlier when I had no accuracy drops going against the people beforehand? But fudge it, whatever. That's fine. And then before I leave also, I did get Brick Break. I did get the Great Ball that's at the bottom. I did go to the other floor, get the Hyper Potion that's in the trash can. Rub, 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 rub. And then give me HM1, which I will have to go and pick up Paris to go and teach that to it. Which I have to go and get that now, or... Actually, you know what? Hold on, what's my Pokedex at? 6, 7, 8... Yeah, there's not gonna evolve now. I could do Configurable. Because I'm still like wanting, like, I wanted to wait until after Lieutenant Surge to evolve Clefable, but I kind of want to do it now. But I don't think it's crazy necessary. But I also don't want to have like a fully evolved Mon right now to do Lieutenant Surge. I kind of wanted it before or afterwards. But we'll see what I end up doing. I would probably... I don't know. The fact that I'm thinking about it as much as I am, I'll probably end up evolving it. And I need to go, and you know what, actually, 'cause I know this is something, because I don't know when I'll get my actual flyer, and I do want, see, I'm also wondering too, like, do I want to have, when I can catch you for Flash, if I wanted to? Is this one same? No, this is Defense Girl. Okay, so same as bottom left. And I think no, I did not. No, I didn't try to reiterate which one those were earlier. So sing, sing, I need you to land. I know what you just tried to do, but I'm glad it missed. No, sing, stop it. Sing, I need you to... Oh, of course, my sings don't land, but your Hypnosis first turn lands. That's cool. Let's just try to throw a ball at you. Fudge it. And then catch it on the first one. First one. Stay. In the ball. Thank you. That was very nice. And now I want to catch a Spearow, because then I can use a Spearow. I'm not going to end up using Chiding, because I did think about it, like, long term, and I was like, no, I'll have... It'll be 2 normal types, and one of them is very much subpar. So I wasn't going to really do that to myself. And I'm also sitting at 7, 8. 8 will be Spearow, 9 will be Chiding. And then if I evolve to Clefable now, that would make it 10. Or evolve to get Clefable now, that would make it 10. And I'm contemplating if I want to do that or not. Or I can just catch the seconds and make it 10 and then just stick it in the PC, never to be used again. That'd be fine. And I also needed to actually catch this first one though. But I don't really want to have to like struggle catching a freaking Ekans. That also means I'd have to literally just keep attacking until... I'd have to wait until Clefairy wakes up and then try to put it to sleep. I also have something in my eye right now, and I don't know what it is, so I'm now focused on that at the moment. And it's not like something small, it feels like it's like a chunky thing too. I do not like it. I need it out so I can see, because I have my glasses off, and I'm blind AF without it. I have very, very, very bad vision. I think I was actually told by the time I was 30 I'd be considered legally blind. I have a feeling I now should be considered legally blind, because I know I definitely cannot see jack without these things. Which actually, I think the next time I get my eyes looked at, which I don't know when I'll do that, probably when these glasses break, I'll probably end up asking how that goes. Also, where the hell is Spearow at? Like, I want to do the Chiding trade. Just pop up for me, fella. Oh, cool, it worked. Ask nicely and you shall receive. Let me actually see if I can, let me see if I can actually wake up, because I kind of do want to make this like a easier catch. I don't want to waste a bunch of Pokeballs, because I do like having like a good amount of Pokeballs with me, so that in case I ever run into a shiny, because that is just how I find them whenever I play these games. Because it's never planned, it's always random. That's actually one of the first shinies that I can recall getting was a Bellsprout in Leaf Green. And I caught it on my way going to the elemental Hyper Beam move tutor lady. You know, the Blast Burn, Frenzy Plant, and Hydro Cannon. I was on my way to go and teach my Venusaur Frenzy Plant, and on the way up to it, I found a shiny Bellsprout, and I was just like, oh shit, that's fucking awesome. And then a couple of months later, I was playing through Emerald, and I was trying to catch a Wailmer so that I had a Mon for Dive, Strength, Rock Smash, and then like one other move. And then like the first thing that I catch using the Super Rod was a, I actually kind of want to see what these natures are and see what they are, because I mean, like, I actually don't mind using Drowsy. No, hold on, I need abilities, yes. Oh, zoom in. Zoom in. what you got? T with the thingy. Weird T with the thingy. T. Oh, I think that's... Okay, so that's bashful, so nice and neutral. So, bashful. Oh, that one's gonna be a little bit harder to get. Let's see, you have T squiggle with that squiggle. Is it T? Oh, that's actually a lonely nature, so with its ability, that like kinda patches up a hole a little bit, but I don't think that's worth using. And then Spearow is... that's the one I think that I almost recognize. That one. So that's actually not a horrible nature for it, that's impish. But if I was going to use a Spearow, I don't think, you know, the impish nature would be the way to go for me. If I was going to use Spearow, I'd want it to be adamant. Because I do prefer the power, the immediate power of that, rather than having to have something that's maybe jolly. Unless it can... Oh, no, not you. We are going to trade the Spearow. I actually don't know if Fearow can learn Swords Dance in this, because that's what I was thinking. Oh, no, not Bulbapedia. I don't use Bulbapedia. That's no burning. Move Tutor. Whoa. How the hell did you load it? No, I want to look at desktop segment. Yeah. Firebird leaf point. Okay. Move Tutor. Yeah, so yeah, this doesn't even learn. This generation does not learn Swords Dance, so I would not want to have Fearow be jolly. I prefer or jolly, careful, calm, not calm. I'm trying to think of like what the four natures are that do that. And this is always adamant. And I feel like actually for like adamant, that's probably not bad. I know I'm still not using it, but I'm actually curious to see what this one's stats look like. This one, calculator. Oh, hold on, I know how to use this. A, B, C, D, E, F, 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 A, R. Fair-fetched. Far-fetched. Gen 3 through 6, because then they later on, they made its attack go from like 60 or 65 to base 90. Why did it take so long to do that? I have no idea. So that's HP is 39. Attack is 27. Defense 22. Special attack, I mean I don't care, but 19. Spadef 23. Sped also 23. That's actually not bad. Wouldn't use it, but that's still not bad. Maybe in the future I will, and then let me see, Pokedex wise we are at 10. So I'm contemplating if I want to go and get Flash, because I do not need Flash in order to get through that cave. I can do it without it. But I have like the sneakiest of suspicions that somebody's going to be like, no, you should go get it. And actually, since I have Farfetch'd now, I do not need to go get Paris. So we're going to let Paris just hang out. And we're going to teach Fairfetch'd the... And then we set that. We're good. And you know what? Since I'm not going to teach Flash to Drowsy, and it's also Bashful, so not really one that I would use. Also, I would not use a Drowsy because I already have Kadabra. And I'm just going to go to move. Actually, you know what? The second one was deposit, so I could have just done that. But we're going to put you there. You there. And that. And I am going to go and teach... I am going to go and teach Clefairy Dream Eater. Because that's something I kind of want to go do now. Yes, 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 yes. Who do I have at the front right now? I do have you there. I have confidence that Clefairy can knock out, you know, all the mons that I might approach while going through this here. Especially because I probably won't be able to like run away from half of these things. Magnitude 7. I also, again, I cannot appreciate more how fast the text is in this version of the game compared to the US. It is so fast. And I don't know why that's the case also. If it's some like weird loading thing, if maybe it has to think of like more, no, actually no, I was gonna say, does it have to think of like more characters because of the English language, but I think kanji might have more? Actually, I don't think it's kanji, that's not right. Because kanji I believe is Japanese. Oh wait, no, this is Japanese. Fucking yeah, that would possibly be right. But I also think there's two different ways to write it. I think one's kanji and then there's another one. But I also do not know. I'm not educated in that stuff, so I am no expert. Don't listen to my malarkey. I mean, you can listen to my malarkey, but don't necessarily believe all the malarkey I say. Unless I'm like, no, 100%, like this is how it is. Like, unless I'm saying that, you don't have to believe it. And then another one. Ooh, level 20. They getting big and strong now. Oh, you used it. What an ass. Well, I also still use pound. That might kill. Oh, nope, you're just chunky enough. I am definitely going to heal that. Do I have any regular potions? No, but I will be okay with using my super on you. Which also, I do love how much HP this Clefairy has. It's very nice. Nowhere near like what a Wigglytuff would have. But Wigglytuff also is like weirdly not. Even though it's got more HP, I don't believe it's as durable as Clefairy or Clefable is. I know that's like one of the weird things where I'm like, what's the point of making a Mon with a lot of HP if the defenses don't necessarily kind of help back it? I feel like that's just silly. But I think it's also more so just so like that Mon's like purpose would be for like, oh, you would use this essentially for like moves like counter and shit. That's like the only reason I can imagine that you'd give a Mon stats like that. You know what I'm actually thinking about too? I wonder if I want to use Aerodactyl in this. Like, do I really want to be like, do I want to be that guy and try to use Aerodactyl? Even though the level when you get it is like level 5. I'm crazy enough to try using that though. But it also means is, the thing I end up trying to do first, because when's the soonest I can do it? Trying to think. Oh, and you know, I don't have a map, so I was gonna try to look at the map and be like, well, let's see. Because the first thing I'd have to do is I'd have to go to Fuchsia, and I need to be able to beat what's his face, and also get the HM for Surf. I always think there's a hidden item up here, so I think there's supposed to be, but I don't know. But I have to be able to go to Fuchsia. This person also, if you have an Abra, you can go here and trade for a Mr. Mime. But it's always timid, which is not actually bad. This is where you get Flayish. If you have at least 10 Pokemon registered in the Pokédex, I'm supposed to give you this TM. Wow, you have at least 10. Good fluffing job. Now we're gonna get me my items, some of which I may sell, some of which I may use. Actually, depending on what it is, I'll probably end up just keeping it and saving it and sending it over to my Emerald or my master copy of Leaf Green. I'm not positive. But for now, also, let's actually go and teach you Sang. We're gonna teach you to Sang. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, please let me go past him. And there is my sleep move tutor, or my dream eater move tutor. And then let me verify which move we're getting rid of. So, pound, defense curl, sing, and mega kick. I think we're gonna get rid of, so we're gonna get rid of defense curl, that is top right. Get rid of top right Uncle Fable. Top right on, oh yeah, and Cadaver can learn it, which would be cool. Okay, so yeah, that's defense curl, bye-bye. Teach you something else. Doggo, why is it that I say bye-bye and that for some reason makes you think that like you need to get up and look at something? Whatever though. And now we are going to go back. I don't want to remember now. About an hour? I want to say I could probably at least beat Lieutenant Surge before I bounce. I might do that. Do I want to be Lieutenant Surge? Probably do. Because we got that, and then that. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking that's going to be the case. Buddy, you don't gotta breathe so hard. You're okay. I mean, it's like, it's not even like close to me. You don't need to be breathing the way he does. He's all like, you don't need to do that. Why did you look at me when I did that? You like, look at me like, what was that? What are you doing? Like, no, nothing, buddy. Relax. And then that is a level up. Holla at your boy. And then, ooh, look at that. HP, speed went up, which I'm not surprised the speed is going up as high as it is. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I can't argue that. And we're going to put Kadabra out. Put you there so that if I know I won't have any double battles to do for a long ass time. But if I were to double battles out, I want you to be next. And then also, whenever I get Kadabra leveled up, I'm going to switch back to, yeah, once I get Kadabra done, then I'll be switching out to Ivysaur. I was going to say, you could actually be killed by these, because you are frail on the defensive side. We're also going to have to use Psybeam. Let's not try to be goofy and use Thief. I'd have to like be, like, I'd have to almost know like the natures and the IVs. If the other one to be like, oh yeah, no, Thief will knock out for sure. Clearly it did not. Psybeam, no problem though. It's stronger, it's stab, he's good. Wow, bitch. 6 is pretty solid. I mean, just for being a wild Diglett, that's not great experience. Like, it's definitely not like grinding level. That's not a grinding amount worth of EXP. And we are going to heal. Actually, you know what? I don't think it's going to be worthwhile to have Kadabra in the front trying to go. Maybe, I mean, like, how many cherry berries do I have? I have one. One Chesto, one Pecha, one Parazum, Citrus, and Bluck. And I only recognize the Bluckberry because I see it consistently, so I'm just like, I know what you are. I also love the fact that it's called Bluck. And I also like that it kind of reminds me of, because I know it's purposely supposed to look more like grapes, but because of how it's designed, it actually reminds me more of like raspberry, and then it reminds me of my favorite movie, A Bug's Life. Yeah, at the beginning where you got that ant that's like doing the thing, and then he gets the raspberry stuck on his head because it dropped down, and he didn't. Like, he tried to catch it, but instead it just and it encases his body, and then he's stuck. And he's literally, like, for the entire first, like, section of that movie, he's just running around with a raspberry on his upper torso. I love that movie so much. It's so good. And I was at my in-laws' house with my sister there, and had her two kids there. She puts one of her movies on for you know, like the movies. She's like, oh yeah, we watch this all the time in the house. And I'm just like, alright, whatever, cool. And then, like, you know, we're like 15 minutes into the movie or so, and they're not paying attention, they're doing other stuff, they're running around. So I was like, well, you know, what if I have to be here anyways, and I can't necessarily watch anything that's, like, crazy, you know, whatever, and would possibly still have to, like, hold their attention. I was like, I'll put a Bugs Life on, because, you know what, it's still kid-friendly, and maybe they'll be interested in it. And she was like, they're not gonna, you know, she was like, before she was like, they're not gonna watch a Bugs Life, because they never see it, so they're not gonna care about it. And I was like, well, that's for you to say. And I put it on anyways, and I was watching it because I love that movie. Good music, good cast, just everything. It's fantastic, great story. And then, so like my nephew walks back in, he sees that I'm watching it, sees what it is, and then he sits next to me, and now he's watching it with me. And now we're just both watching A Bug's Life. And then his brother wakes up from his nap, he sees we're watching it, so you know, he's watching it with us. And my sister walks in, we're already halfway through the movie, and I was like, oh, what was that about? Oh yeah, he won't watch A Bug's Life? And she was like, well, alright, I guess I was wrong. And I was like, yeah, right, you were. It was a great time. We all watched A Bug's Life, and we all came out better people. Because that's what those movies do. Also, I could have sworn there were more Magneton in this place. I am misremembering that a lot. And now we get to do everybody's least favorite freaking puzzle. Oh, and you know what is worse about this? Is this is in Japanese, so I will have to look for the exclamation mark. Right, was that it? No, that's not it. Okay. Okay, so if it has the long text, that's what that is. Dang it. Okay, so that's not it. Not it. Okay. And you know what? I actually might call it. You know what? Oh. I don't want to have double volume on this, but I also don't have. I was gonna say, because I actually will need the volume to know. Or actually, no, I won't. I won't need the volume because I just thought about it. Okay, so this is 1. Yay! Oh, you know what? I was about to do all this extra work, but there we go. Freaking immediately, I get it done. Alright. Now, let's do this, and we're definitely going to give you a cherry berry. And I'm going to save, and this will be the last thing that I do for the day. I don't have too much that I have to do at the end of the day, but I do have to wrap up my day properly. But we're going to fight Lieutenant Surge, and then after I fight Lieutenant Surge, I think we'll ferry... Maybe I'll wait till like 30 or 32 and evolve the fairy. I, for some reason, kind of... And you know what? Instead of... Because I had Defense Curl. But I'm wondering if I really want to have Cosmic Power on it, like I kind of do. But I don't want it to be like, well, I mean, I guess I kind of could. Almost want to say like Cosmic Power, Sing, Dream Eater, and then Return, or Mega Kick. But I kind of want to keep Mega Kick just for like the novelty of it. We can all relate to that, right? The novelty of something. And then Raichu. I don't think I'm gonna one-shot this Raichu. But I'm not crazy concerned about the Raichu. And that's recover. So say, ooh, I'm faster than it. That's nice. Close, Thunder Wave, and we get the berry to heal that off. So we'll be faster again. And we're gonna knock out the Raichu. Unless he uses his potion. Which he did in certain situations. Alright, bye Raichu. Lieutenant Surgeon kicked your ass. Now we got that level up on you. 76. Your special attacks looking mighty fine. I like how that went. That was a delightful battle. I'm so glad I made sure to pick up those berries. And we got that shit done. And also, that is Shockwave. I don't use that move too often on anything. And I'd be okay with getting rid of recover. Yeah, recover. Maybe. Yeah, because hold on, where is? That's that one. I mean, Clefairy could also learn it, but I'm not gonna waste that on Clefairy. And you know what? What is? If I use one of the evolutions, I mean, I haven't used a Jolteon in a long ass time. Hold on a minute. What would the best of myself if I have these three, Hitmonlee? For some reason, I was contemplating Growlithe. Now I don't know so much anymore. Oh, and you know what? I still need a Water type. And for some reason, for Water type, the first one the one that keeps popping up in my head is Slowpoke. But I already have a second type that I don't want to double up. But I think I would actually use because in this one you get Shelter, and I actually do not mind using a Shelter. Because it's either like that, or I can go and... Actually, no, I think I get the Good Rod here. I think I get the Good Rod here. I know where I get the Super Rod at. I was gonna say, I could try to get a Magikarp and then just train it up real quick and get a Gyarados, but I don't think I want to use Gyarados. So I'll probably end up using Shelter. See if I find out like Hitmonlee, and I also am one of those guys who I like to use like if I do like as with like the 6 mons, I'll get like 2 that are special attackers, 2 that are physical attackers, and then 2 that are defensive. Sometimes I'll try to do this, like if I'm feeling like I want to have like some balance in my life, I'll do like 2 that are like I said 2 of each, special, physical, and then defensive. And sometimes when I do defensive, I'll just kind of like, as long as they're defensive, I don't care. But I don't know, but yeah, I'm trying to think, so Hitmonlee. I'm thinking Shelter, because I've also never used a Shelter before, like the Cloyster line. I've never used them at all before. And I'll also have to make sure if I did, it would have to be skill linked, just because Icicle Spirit is nice. Hitmonlee, Shelter. And for some reason, Jolteon is kind of like reaching out to me. But the problem is that would be 1, 2, Shelter's 3, and then I have Clefairy, or Clefable as mixed attacker, Hitmonlee's physical, and I would kind of want one more physical mon. And I still, because I don't necessarily need a flyer. I don't think I care if I have a flying type. But even a psychic type, and that's going to cover everything else. Well, you know what? Let's teach you. I don't know why, I just did so much freaking thinking when I think I didn't need to. So that's Reflect and Recover. I mean, it just makes sense to get rid of Recover. They're rarely using any, or I'm gonna probably never use them anyways. In regular play, you have the potion, so why not? And then let me adjust this to be that there, because I do want my status moves to be predominantly bottom right, because I think that's the way that I'd want it to go. And I just need to remember that we have Shockwave there. I hope this dog does not have fleas. I be really bummed out if he does, but he doesn't like consistently scratch himself. Hey, get out of there. Hey, yeah, don't go in there. That's not for you. That's where my fancy stuff's at, buddy. And then what level are you? You're still 27, so I'll get you to 28. And then we'll end up putting Ivysaur out. And then the next level that we're going to get everybody to is 32. Because at 32, we will also have a Venusaur, which is... I don't know why they let Venusaur evolve earlier. The only thing I could assume they did it for is just because back then poison types kinda... I don't want... Well, actually, no. People would say they sucked. But it was also because psychic types were just so damn overpowered back then. So it made sense to just kind of be like, well, you know what, let's just get Venusaur kind of just going just because it kind of sucks. And we all know that. So yeah, so we're done going that way because I got everything I needed there. Oh, I wanted to use Aerodactyl. So hold on, if I have these guys, Aerodactyl, Hitmonlee, Shelter, you know what, I'm going to do that. These are, like, predominantly, that's 3 mons that I don't regularly use. I don't use Clefable all the time, I almost never use Kadabra. But Venusaur is my favorite starter. But I think that's kind of the rest of my team will be then. It'll be Hitmonlee, Aerodactyl, and Shelter. Which means I am not going to get a new team member for a hot minute. Actually, no, I'll get a new member here in a little bit. Because I'm not too far off. All I have to go through is the cave. And then I'll go and I'll get Hitmonlee. And then I can go over and get, yeah, do that. Get Hitmonlee leveled up a bit. Go through the thing, and knock out a Snorlax, get a Super Potion, or get the Super Rock. So, I won't be too long before I have 2 more members, and then the only thing I really have to do is get Surf as soon as I could. And then go down and get Aerodactyl, and then, I mean, I would just have to train everybody up a little bit. But I'm feeling pretty good right now. I like the amount of progress I made today. Had a lot of time doing all this stuff here. So I will see y'all, if I don't see you guys on my Friday morning, which most likely will be the case, because I don't think I'll be able to do it Friday, and tomorrow I have something I have to do. The next time y'all see me might be Sunday morning. If not, actually no, maybe not Sunday morning, because I won't be able to do it till like early in the morning. But I'd probably hang out in Discord if I was. Sunday morning, if not then, Monday, because I got another busy-ass weekend, because I just can't catch a break. But I will see y'all later. So yeah, and then the rest of the team, the way that it's looking like it's going to be is we'll have... So at the end is going to be Venusaur, Alakazam, Clefable, Cloyster, Aerodactyl, and Hitmonlee. If not Hitmonlee, it'll end up being something else. Maybe if I just find something along the way that I would maybe prefer over it. But who knows? If you guys have suggestions, please let me know what it is you'd want to see instead of Hitmonlee. I'm kind of solid on the other two because I've never used Aerodactyl, and I know that it might be a little fun to use. And I've never used a Shelter before, but I already know what it is I would do with Shelter. So, see you guys later on in the future. Peace out, guys.